Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ campaign, Raven Acquisitions. In the last episode, we finished up the last contract. We started on to a new one. We got some units on the way here. A Crusader. We got a Karnov on the way. Still not sure how we're going to use that, but we'll figure out something. We also have a mission. We're interdicting a convoy. Let's just jump straight into that and see how it goes on a glacier. Might not be too swell for us, but we'll see. Let's see here. We have to destroy about 50% of the Alliance convoy. And they will have some Op 4 forces there. So hopefully we'll be able to just knock out. This here is still open. Hopefully we'll just be able to knock out the convoy itself. And yeah, it's these loader mechs, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem unless the terrain is particularly nasty. But we do have a Cronus in here. We have a Phoenix Hawk in here now. Even if the Phoenix Hawk isn't a great pilot, it's still very jumpy. And cool thing, we get to start in the center. The enemy is starting in the south. So we'll put our faster units out on the flank a bit. So that's the Orion. So the Orion's going to go. We're going to put him up here, up high. So he has less climbing to do. Put a Centurion over here. The second Centurion over here. And we will not be holding the field. So what is that? That's pavement. That's okay. Let's see what we get here. Again, the mission is simply to kill the convoy. We'll turn like this. Not getting great movement modifiers. Wonder how elite these pilots are that we're facing. That's a Warhammer 4.5, a 5.6 in the awesome, 5.6, 6.7, 4.5. So nothing too horrifying. And the Cronus is a rather nasty little close-in fighter. But we're going to move the Phoenix Hawk and flip around like this. Cronus is going to go like this. He'll be okay. Barely. I mean, he's just barely okay. So let's start shooting. Try and knock these industrial mechs down quick. And this is that's a power man. That's a convoy. Okay. So we'll shoot at that. Why not? Well, let's save some heat. Fire, skip, fire. And then over here, we're gonna unload like this. Like this. I'm gonna heat up the Phoenix socket a little bit, make it nice and toasty. So we hit the gyro with the Phoenix Hawk. That's pretty much exactly what we want to do here. We're gonna start doing some kicks. Bada bing, bada boom. Cronus missed his kick and fell over. fine. It's not good or anything, but why is this Orion? His leg got hit pretty hard, so we're just gonna back him up a bit. Try to preserve him as much as we can. Like this. Gonna boot that awesome in the head, possibly. This guy is gonna go. We're just gonna back him up. Cronus, gonna run over here. P-Hawk is going to. He's gonna go here. Get the easy shots. All right, that's one of them down. That's 25% of the total force. What is that? That's the other power man, and let's shoot him with a gun, with an auto cannon gun. We're gonna twist and get the right arm on that power man. That's really all we care about. We don't have to shoot anything else. I sent that Centurion down there. He's gonna take some punishment, but I sent him down there as a distraction away from the Orion for now. We are going to unload on this guy. And we're just going to fire a couple medium lasers with the machine guns here. We're going to rely on the kick to hopefully do the rest of the job. I think that is the whole mission done there. Let's try and kick this awesome in the head. Let's try and kick this Power Man in the head. And kick this Power Man in the head. So they are all down. We're all on our feet. And that's the mission. That is the entire mission. Like, that's all you have to do. It doesn't say anything about needing to retreat. No, withdraw. Okay. All right, and that's what we'll do. We'll just get to the board edge and be done. Okay. That means we're going to get within 3 hexes. So the Orion's just going to, well, the Centurion's just going to go with this. He's off the board next turn. This Centurion is going to go like this. Did I actually kick that awesome in the head or what? That doesn't help. Yeah, why do I care? Like, it doesn't matter, but I was just curious. No, he missed. Okay. Sorry, I was just, you just get curious sometimes. The Cronus is going to jump over here. He's within 3 of the board edge. The Phoenix Hawk's going to do the same thing. And then the Orion is going to go like this to get a movement modifier. And that should be the whole shebang. I'm not even going to bother firing at anything. It doesn't matter. It's just I don't want to waste the ammo. As cheap as that sounds. Are we okay? Well, the Orion fell, but as long as he can get up, then he'll flee off the battlefield. So we will go to the movement phase just to make sure he's on his feet. The convoy is completely destroyed. Let's get up. He's on his feet, so that's it. I made it to the board edge. I'm on my feet. In terms of the mission, that is done. The enemy retains battlefield control, so we're going to say no. We've taken some heavy damage, but it is all armor damage as far as I think. Let's see here. So the Centurion got one. The Orion got one. The Cronus got one. And then the Phoenix Hawk got one. Yep, they're done. Now we'll go here to the area of operations. It's a 2-day cooldown period, so we have to advance. Well, that was. Oh, we deployed the previous day. All right, so they have returned. A mech leg arrived today. I think that's for the awesome. Let's replace it with our elite technician here, hopefully. Hey, she did it. Cool. All right, now the Orion. Yep, just some armor. It looks like it did go internal a little bit there, but we're gonna mass repair everything. Select active units and go. I don't know why. If I have this ticked, it says optimize technician selection to complete the actions today, but like, I don't get it. I guess it just takes a while to do all this stuff. Anyhow, still missing the legs for these Ostroks. The Centurion just needs armor replaced. That's no biggie. This Phoenix Hawk needs some armor replaced. No biggie. So we're gonna advance a day here. Go to the Orion. We're gonna replace the armor. A green technician can do that. The Phoenix Hawk, repair the arm. We'll do a veteran technician. Actually, we'll have the elite tech do it. Why not? And then, let's see. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. So here's the options for the pilots or personnel. Elite vessel crew member. That would be pretty cool. But we're just gonna not worry about that. I would like to do some mass personnel training if possible. So we're gonna see if we can advance any of our mech warriors with gunnery, mech. Nope. Piloting mech. Nope. And what else do we have here? Mech technicians. So we need tech mech. Nope. What about mechanic? Tech mechanic? No. Admin command. So we go up to administration. No. Admin command. What if we do negotiation? Nope. No one is ready to level up in the whole unit, it appears. Alright, well, that's fine. It's okay. We need to start scouting here. So we've completed one of our two main objectives here. So we're just going to deploy our patrol lance here. Nothing. Command center. Some more armor has arrived. Oh, geez. Hang on. We don't have a technician assigned to that Ostrok. What the heck? All right, well, let's see who has some minutes. How about a regular tech? There you go. That thing's just falling apart from all the damage. We have more armor arriving. Personnel market updated. Veteran medic, veteran mech warrior. We'll take him. Welcome aboard. There's an HR administrator. We'll take her. She's not very good, but we do need to expand our personnel, in case we get more infantry, because they take up a lot of those slots essentially. So we'll patrol here. Nothing. Left a mech leg has arrived. So who is that for? Okay. Well, it's not for the Ostrox. Charlie Ince has returned. Let's do another scouting mission. And as a matter of fact, what we can do is, let's see, we do have this hover lance. So how about we put the hover lance on patrol duty? I wonder if that'll work. It's considered a medium lance, but let's give it a try. Cool, that works. So we have hovercraft out there scouting. We've got some mechs out there scouting. Personnel market updated again. Another HR. Let's hold off on that one. We're okay. Any mech techs? No. Always on the lookout for some mech techs. So let's do hover lance, tactic withdrawal. There we go. That'll be the hover lance. So we have to retreat with the hover lance. Well, depending on the jagged ice, that could be really terrible for us. That will be a couple of days from now. In the meantime, let us deploy Charlie Lance. There's the hostile artillery base. Cool. What do we know about that? City Hot Jungle. All right, so the Awesome is back in service. So we're going to add the Awesome, it's not Odin, back there into that first lance. And we have 6 in this lance. We're gonna send in that lance, but then afterwards we're gonna reorganize a little bit. So let's deploy their big boy lance. Commit, and that happens tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna advance a day. A mech left leg has arrived. None in stock. There's still 4 legs in transit. All right. All right, let's do the facility assault. We have to destroy or rout 75% of the enemy. We're going in really heavy here, like really heavy. But I think this is probably part of like the main mission here. Yep, 701. That is the other main objective. So let's try to do this quick. We're starting northeast. Okay, this isn't too horrible. Minefields, so they're starting in the center again. So how do we do this? Let's do minefield here. Oops. Minefield there. Let's do a minefield. Let's do one here. Let's do one here. And if we want to go to the city, we'll come in from this left side here, I guess. And we'll do one. We'll do one here. I don't know if these are artillery deployed mines, like, like so fire off some artillery or whatever, or if we have infantry that are infiltrating in there. But we're going to face south. Face south. We can sweep around and go into the city from the bottom there. Except up here, we can deploy our warhammers. The Vulcan, going to be a little bit in the middle there. There's the other whammy. This is our really good pilot. And then here is another warhammer. Wow, we have 3 warhammers? I didn't realize. I guess we do. Cool. All right, let's get in there. That one looks like a shadow hawk right there with that square head. That's an Ostrok. This is a Banshee. This is a Victor. Victor, a Banshee, and a Banshee. Yeah, that's definitely some city fighting mechs. They're not messing around. I feel like we're fighting the Lyring Commonwealth rather than the Federated Suns. All right, well, we're just going to go like, what level is he on? Level 1. Okay, so no kicks to the head. So I'm just going to walk, because it's the same modifier either way. And then the Grand Dragon will come over here. Turn. And then the Vulcan's going to start jumping this way to help out. What kind of turrets do they have? Oh, the Victor hit a mine. Don't mind if we do. So what do they got there? LRM5s, AC2s, and AC2s, SRM6s. Okay. All right, fair enough. Let's we need 8s to hit. Let's fire off a couple of those. Let's fire them all. Why not? I didn't run. The Grand Dragon. We're just going to shoot the medium lasers. He's going to be heating up pretty soon anyway, I think. Twist. How's this pilot? Not too bad. So let's put some shots into this Banshee. Leading 7s, we will fire both of them off since we need just average rolls to hit. Uh, 5s, yes please. And twist 8s, we'll fire one of them this time. What about a medium? 10, we'll fire both mediums. Just on the off hope we can hit them. All right. I'll have to move this stuff down here last. I don't want that Banshee kicking the ever-living crap out of my legs. There's the Victor. Let's get into those woods. I think that's heavy wood. It's light. It's still a +1. Move. Ah, jeez. That banshee's just going to be all over me. I guess we can go like this. Oh, hang on. That's some back shots there. All right. Well, actually, I'm running a little bit hot, so I will. Oh, I'm going to get absolutely pummeled, but I want to get away from that Victor. This will have to. Why is it so hard to move? Am I? Oh, I'm on level 0 here. I have to go uphill. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I can at least turn. And then the little Vulcan is going to jump like that. Twist. Fire 2 shots. And now the Grand Dragon can actually target that Victor if I really wanted to. Did it say anything about capturing the facility for the mission? This is not an occupation, it's an eradication. We are not capturing this facility. It says do not concern yourself with that. So I can target these turrets actually. And then the Warhammer has some shots on the Ostrock there. This is an AC2 turret, not too big of a threat. Still don't want to get hit by it if you can avoid it, but it's kind of hard to avoid it with how long the range is. So we can shoot into the back of this Banshee. The Banshee is the quintessential zombie mech. Actually, I need 5s to hit, so let's fire off our short-range weaponry. And I need 7s, so there go both PPCs. Alright, we just gave that Banshee a nice head hit there. If any of them ever stop on ice, we'll definitely want to do as much damage to them as we can to force a piloting check, because if you do a piloting check on ice, you are doomed. So our Warhammer is going to go like this, get a +1 movement modifier. It's going to go like, I think this one's just going to skip movement and stay still, just be like a little turret. Is that the Victor? It is the Victor jumping all around. I unfortunately stopped my Grand Dragon on pavement. I just did it again. Do I want to go toe to toe with this Banshee? Not really. Not until I've softened it up a little bit. So we're going to go. I'm trying to figure out how I can get any kind of movement modifier here. Probably won't be able to. I could go like that. And then turn. Okay, that'll do. Then my little Vulcan's going to jump right here into the middle of the city. Okay. Needing 6s. Let's put these shots in. These Banshees are just basically immortal. They're pretty hard to kill. Well, I got no shots on anyone with my Grand Dragon. I guess we're taking a turn off here. He's running a little bit warm, so that's okay. I can unload with all my close range weapons into this turret. We're going to twist. And I got shots on the Victor, but I have even better shots on the turrets. So we're taking a turn to cool off a bit. Got a little Warhammer turret here in the back. We will heat up a bit, but I don't really anticipate. Wow, okay, well. I was going to say, I don't anticipate moving a whole lot with that Warhammer, but I might have to now, considering he just took a nasty head hit. Alright, let's see here. Yep, this is it's a decent pilot, a 4-4. Would rather not lose him if possible. So we're going to jump the Vulcan. Jump him over here. The Grand Dragon is going to back up here. The Awesome is just going to stay still, I think, maybe? Yeah, he's going to stay still. He's going to eat a lot of fire from those turrets. And this Warhammer is moving a little bit. I'm about to get kicked in the head by the Banshee. Okay. Well, that's not great. But I will have a lot of back shots on this Banshee. Alright. Well, let's unload on this guy. He is on ice. So if we can force a piloting skill roll, PSR, on him. So we're going to unload everything we can. Twist. PPCs. Okay. We'll fire one PPC. And then the rest of the small weapons. Including the machine guns, because they're free. Why not? And this turret is just invincible. We're hoping for some nice torso hits. Center, like rear torso hits on this Banshee. And if that doesn't work, then we're hoping to at least force it to make a piloting check and maybe fall down. Didn't see any, not seen anything go through. Another head hit. This is for the one that's on ice, so yeah, I am going to eat a head kick here. That is not nice. Well, goodbye Warhammer, potentially. Oh, did he miss me? Nope, he kicked me. But we knocked him down and the pilot blacked out. Lovely. All right. Yeah, that trio of Warhammers is nasty. Let's run the Grand Dragon over here. He can just start kicking that Banshee. All right, let's get this Warhammer. Here, let's sync some initiative here. So we're going to jump the Vulcan over here. Nope, that's within jumping range of that Victor, so we're going to jump over here. And Odin is still looking okay. You know what? He's going to stay still. We got line of sight, so he's just going to stay where he's at. This Warhammer is going to walk right here, and it'd be cool if that Ostrok would stay in that building. But we're going to back up this Warhammer. Holy crap! He actually stood up, and he moved off the ice. Oh, why can't I? This line of sight tool is buggy. That is not cool. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought we'd be able to kick that little fella, but I guess that's not going to happen. I don't really have shots at anything at the moment. So I guess I can fire my left arm at the Banshee. Need a 10 with an aim shot, so we're going to skip the aim shot and we're going to fire. We're going to fire at this Banshee here. He's going to put his short-range weapons into that turret. Done. And then I think we're just going to fire. What's the construction factor left? 91. Yeah, we're going to fire into that turret with 1 PPC and a couple of mediums. Well, we managed to jam one of the ACs on that turret at least. Let's start kicking these buildings. I mean, they're so like, structurally sound. Yeah, 134. It's a hardened building. All right, well, I gotta be careful because that jumpy. Let's go here. That little jumpy Victor. Like that. Oh, okay. He landed on top of a building. So he's 90 tons. He's 80 tons. So we need to do if we can do 31 damage to that building, it's a height 3. All right. So Odin's going to stay still. Grand Dragon's going to back up to here so you can see the building. There's soft serve. Oh, soft serve woke up. Okay. What a funny name for a mech pilot. This Warhammer, I think, is going to stay still. Yeah, he's going to stay still. I don't have anything else to move, so this Ostrok's going to get his choice of what to do here. But I can back up. I can just back up into this rough terrain. Not getting any movement modifier for those 2 Warhammers, but they're doing okay. They'll hopefully draw fire away from the one that took the head hit earlier. So now we're targeting this building. We're going to fire everything we've got. We're going to twist and fire into the building. Again, we're going to fire everything we got, even though he's going to grossly overheat. Where's that Ostrok at? Where is the Ostrok? He must be in here hiding or something. I don't know where he even could have gone to. But we're going to twist and unload with all of our short range weapons. Really hoping for a head hit there. Okay, we can't hit that. Oh, we can hit that. Okay. Again, it's a lot of overkill, but it will be worth it because it'll automatically knock him down. All right, so soft serves taking a beating. All right, he took a hit to his foot and his hip. That should put him down. And he blacked out. So he ejected. There might still be some of that Banshee that's worth salvaging. All right, so the victor falls. He hits his foot and a jump jet. He takes 32 damage. And he takes a piloting hit. And he's down in some rubble for now. How much of this do we need to destroy? 75% of it. We're not quite there yet, but we are well on our way. We're going to go over here and capture this pilot. We're going to jump the Vulcan over to here. There we go. The Grand Dragon's gonna he's overheating like crazy, so we're just gonna back up 3 to give him a basic movement modifier of 1. Let's see, the awesome. Can I back up this way? I can start backing up that way. Get a little bit of range for my PPCs. Still don't know where. There's that Awestruck. All right, let's start moving in here. We're gonna go like this. All right, Victor tried to get up and fell over again. Yep, he's still down, but we're gonna focus on the Banshee for now. So I'm gonna get some heat here, but that's what awesomes are for. Weight loss through sweating. So we're gonna put a PPC there into him. Yeah, have shots on the Awestruck at last. All right, cool. Oh, needing 7s. He has partial cover, so we'll just fire one shot at him. Twist, eating 5s. You know what? He's getting both barrels. Oh, he's not in the arc. Okay, that's fine then. Then this stupid turret just will not die. We're getting a lot of center torso hits on that Banshee, but no criticals. All right, the flak turret's finally gone. The Banshee's still on his feet and alive somehow. We're not going to kick that pilot. We're going to pick him up. There we go. Gives us a prisoner to trade or recruit or something. I don't know what we can do with him, but we'll figure it out. He's not like a fantastic pilot or anything, but you know, you take what you can get. This Warhammer is going to go like this, like this, like that. We're going to back up. We're going to get the Grand Dragon right here. I don't know. Let's jump the Vulcan here. How are his legs looking? His legs look great. He's fine. So we're just going to go like this and turn. And then the Warhammers. Will go like that. And like this. And hopefully be able to get their weapons on that Ostrog. Alright, a couple of PPCs. We'll throw in another PPC at them. Well, needing an 8. We're just going to hold fire on the Grand Dragon. Twist. Alright. And some more shooting into this guy. And then the Warhammer can actually, for some reason, we don't have line of sight, but they can shoot us. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But okay. I don't find that very fair. Alright, Banshee blacked out. Ostrak just got his left torso blown off. We're doing pretty well here. Not too shabby. Let's give him a kick. Right, how is the battle value looking? So I need to destroy 75% of it, I believe. So he's still going. All right, let's move this Warhammer down here. Odin's gonna walk. Nope, gotta be careful because that Banshee or the Victor's still over here. Let's move the Grand Dragon up like this. We're going to jump the Vulcan away. How tall is this building? Height 1, so he'll have partial cover, which is a shame because we do want to hit him in the legs if possible. How's the armor look here? Left leg's looking not too good on this mech. But we're going to back up to get those PPCs into play. We're going to go like this to get some partial cover. But then if we twist, he'll be out of my front arc, so we will have to run to do it. So that is fine. I am in range of that SRM turret, which isn't great. 9s, 4s. We can fire 2 PPCs that way. Oh, hang on. We can fire 2 PPCs that way. If we can hit them with both of them, which we won't, because it's 9s, we'll force a piloting check at least. And then he'll fall and maybe get another crack his head again. So fire. Yeah, I can shoot him over top of the building. That's pretty cool. Twist. And I'm going to use my battery of short-range weapons on him. Warhammer is a really great mech. It needs a little bit more armor, but it's still good. This guy here is also an ice. Cool. What's better than forcing a piloting check? Blowing him the heck up. Yastrak needs a 10, gets an 11, so he's quite a lucky little fella. still need to do some damage here. So let's walk this Grand Dragon right here. Let's jump the Vulcan back over here. We're going to run Odin right here. This Warhammer is going to back up, just get a basic movement modifier, and the Ostrok has retreated back into the city there. That's fine. Did I find him? Where is he? Where the heck did he go? He was right here. I don't know where the heck did he go? That's very odd. He just disappeared, like a magic trick. I'll fire a PPC. I'll fire a PPC. Twist and get him with our mediums. At least one medium. And I guess we can put a little bit of shots into this turret. Try to knock it out, but it doesn't, like, that's not our goal here. You know what? On an 8, I will fire and try to score a head hit. This poor Warhammer. I just need to avoid getting hit in my right leg and I'll be fine, hopefully. I'm gonna fire at this thing. This is the more deadly of the turrets that I'm facing down right now. Can I hit any of these turrets? I cannot. So we're gonna skip. Oh, that's my right leg. The one I said I didn't want to get hit is being hit multiple times. Ay, caramba. Well, he's down. Skip. He can't do anything. We can give a little dainty little Vulcan kick. Double hit on the engine. All right, are we good? Hey, we're good. So, victory. Oops. Victory. We'll take it. That Warhammer hopefully didn't lose its leg. Otherwise, that's going to be a pain waiting for a new leg to arrive. We do retain control of the battlefield. Alright, let's see what we got here. That Ostrok's going to be escaping, probably. So that Banshee did not escape. And the turrets don't escape because they can't run. So we only get 20% max of any of this. So we're just going to skip it all and hope for more in the future. Like, it should remember that we have like this 3.1 million C-bills worth of salvage in total, and then we can, we can take 20% out of that plus whatever future we get. So we did capture some folks. That light flak turret was killed by one of the Warhammers. I don't know which one. We'll just say number 3. And we force the withdrawal of everything. That Ostrok is just like gone. And that is a successful mission. Very cool. Then we have this tactical withdrawal, which happens in a couple of days. Oh boy, we're like an hour in. All right. Well, let's advance a day. We will take delivery. We'll go with a balanced delivery. We're paying 469,000. We're getting 938,000 worth of stuff. Wonder what's so valuable in there. Maybe all these actuators and stuff. Some sensors. Well, what is this? I thought we just attacked that hostile artillery base. I don't get it. Why is it still there? Huh. Oh well. All right. Did our okay. So let's look at our worst damaged of these mechs. Why can't we? Why can't we just try to fix it? All right, let's do this. Select active, start mass repair, and then I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Advance a day. Let's go to the repair bay. I saw one of the Warhammer fixes failed. Oh, we need to replace the leg. That's stinkeroo. Parts needed report. Let's order the missing one. Actually, let's order an extra one. And then we need to choose for next time around this tactic withdraw. Oh, hang on, that was the hovercraft, wasn't it? Yep. So we have to deploy our hover lance in there. There we go. And hopefully the terrain won't be so horrific that I won't be able to just scoot away. All right, but that'll be it. Oh, geez, sorry it took so long for this one. This is a long one, but it's a good one. We got some stuff done. But I will see you all next time. Appreciate you so much for being here. Bye bye.